Hello, RotoGrinders. I'm KillaB, and I'm here to break down a Week 11 lineup for you. We're going to head over to DraftKings and actually analyze a GPP lineup this time around. So let's dive in. So my GPP strategy is usually to make around 15 different lineups and key on maybe 6 to 8 different combos, and that's quarterback and wide receiver combos. So here you can see that my combo was Carson Palmer to Larry Fitzgerald. My thinking here was that John Brown was going to be limited, and then Michael Floyd was already ruled out. So a lot of passes, and hopefully the red zone passes especially, we're going to be funneled towards Larry Fitzgerald's direction. He ended up with 13 targets, but none of Palmer's 4 touchdowns ended up going to him. So that was kind of unfortunate. He still had a decent day, 8 catches, 90 yards, but not what we're looking for here in a GPP. I mean, we really want that to go off, but Palmer got the yardage bonus, 317 yards with the 4 touchdowns. Really sick day without 2 of his better wide receivers. So that's awesome. And then the other combo I want to talk about here is the Ted Ginn Jr. and the Panther defense combo. I was hoping to get the double touchdown here. If he were to happen to take one of the house, Ginn doubles as the punt and kick returner. And he's actually the cheapest wide receiver 1 on the board. So at 3,500, I mean, we can project him to touch the ball between 10 to 15 times throughout the course of the game, which is pretty sick. And you can see that he's only owned in 1.4% of the leagues. So that's pretty awesome upside here. Carolina on the in the same line of thought here was also one of my top defensive plays. Home versus a turnover-prone quarterback and Kirk Cousins. Gotta like that. I also, with the same thought, paired a Tyler Lockett with the Seattle defense in lineups, hoping for basically the same results as he's the punt and the kick returner. But yeah, and then so the last thing I want to talk about here is my flex play of Thomas Rawls. So at about 2:20, I get an alert that Marshawn Lynch is ruled inactive. So I just went right to my desk and started putting in Rawls everywhere that I could on all the flex sites. So Yahoo and DraftKings especially. So here I had Stevie Johnson in the flex at 3,900, and it was a pretty easy pivot because Thomas Rawls only cost 3,800. And we've seen Rawls succeed in this role before as the number 1. And with Seattle favored by 2 touchdowns versus a really bad defense, I thought it was very apparent that I needed to work him in every single lineup that I had flexibility with. And then you can see with the rest of my lineup here, I didn't really get fancy. I went with very chalky plays. You can see that Adrian Peterson, Charkandrick West, Michael Crabtree, Rob Gronkowski, all these plays are high percentage, over 20%. So I didn't get really cute. You can see that I had really good percents on Carson Palmer, Ted Ginn, and Thomas Rawls. So there's no reason to go too crazy in GPPs, especially when you feel like you have a lineup that's kind of already going to be tough to reproduce from another person. So I truly expected this lineup to be in the top 300 of the Million Maker with Gronka waiting in the wings on Monday morning. But he definitely produced a dud, 2 catches for 37 yards Monday night. You can see, so I had total points was 160.18 on a very low scoring week. And that was good enough for 1,300 in first place. So 1,300 places away from the ultimate goal, but I'll take it. So hopefully your lineups hit a little money and you were able to get in that Thomas Rawls pivot. And if not, there's always next week on to week 12. See you later, RotoGrinders.